Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Becoming Dateable at IntellectualRadio.com. And we are so happy to have you here with us this morning. We've got a lot of things that we want to discuss. And I'm going to be holding down the fort because my team has been sliding in. There's some really, really busy people. So they're going to Eddie Kane it this morning. They're going to slide in on their knees, but then definitely they're going to come in and let you guys know what's been going on with their week. So what I wanted to do was, of course, to welcome you guys. I want to ask each one of you what you've done over the weekend. What kind of things were you into? And then, of course, we're coming down right now from the elections this past week. Hopefully your candidate won. If not, your voice was still heard, and it was great that you went out and voted. So I want to ask everyone this morning if you guys would just kind of bear with us as we get through this show today. Again, this is Becoming Dateable at IntellectualRadio.com. I want you guys to give us a call in if you got any questions or if you want to talk about anything in specific. The phone number to reach us this morning is 708-223-8953. Again, that's 708-223-8953. So the topic this morning, everyone, is it love or is it attachment? Okay. Is it love or is it attachment? Now, so let me explain that a little bit further. Okay. If you're in love with somebody, you really love them. You just can't see yourself without them. They just mean so much to you. You just can't live without that person. Oh my God. It's like they become an extension of you. Now, if you're attached to a person, it's kind of because you've gotten used to a routine. You guys have the kids, I'm just there because, it's just easier to stay. You've also heard that statement out there. It's cheaper to keep her, right? Sometimes people just stay in the relationship because it's just easier to stay attached than it is for me to actually be in love with you. So tell me your thoughts on that, everybody. I just want to know if you're in a situation where you're actually in love with the person, or if you're in a situation where you're just attached and it's just kind of easier to stay. I want to say that I've been in both of those situations. I've definitely been in a relationship where I was in love. And in love, it's definitely an all-encompassing type of situation. You just want to be with that person all the time. But then you have those kind of people where you've got some things in common, whether that be property, cars, whatever the case may be. You've got some things that you need, a child, that you have to discuss things with each other. You have to have a good relationship with that person. And you don't necessarily want to break things up because it's easier to just stick in there and stay in there. I don't know. What's easier for you in your opinion? Do you think it's easier to just stay in a relationship because you're attached? Or do you think it's easier to stay in a relationship when you're in love? I personally think it's easier to be in a relationship when you are in love because, it's easy because it doesn't matter what you have, what you're going through financially or what have you, you're still in love. And that's, it doesn't matter. So I'm just kind of looking at some of the comments that I'm hearing this morning. Good morning, everybody. Gio, good morning. Eva, hi, Eva's watching. Michael, give me some of your thoughts as this morning as far as what you think about being an attached person in a relationship or actually being in love in a relationship. What do you guys think that, is easier? Somebody was saying that I needed to be able to lift the phone up. Okay, hold on, everybody. I'm trying to lift up the phone. The extension cord. Oh, hold on one second, everybody. Okay. Can everybody hear me? Okay. Wait, here we go. I'm just going to try to extend this a little bit. All right. Hold on one second. So, hold on. Good morning, Darren. Good morning, everybody. Darren, now you told me you were in a relationship before your last relationship. Was that a love were you in that relationship were you attached to that person, or were you actually in love with that person? I want to know what your thoughts are on that, Darren. Tell me, because if you are in love with a person, if of course, it's fun to be with that person. You guys are always together. You can laugh with each other. I just feel like being in love in a relationship is so much easier. When you're attached, you kind of live in separate parts of the house. I've got friends of mine that live on one side of the house. The husband lives on one side of the house and the wife lives on the other side of the house. They can't stand each other, but they've got kids in common. The mortgage is due. I don't have time to leave. I need to keep this car. I'm not trying to leave. I need the community to still believe that I'm married and in love. I need to keep up a face and a facade, those people are actually attached. Maybe they don't really, really love one another. So I just want to know from you if you've been in one of those type of situations before. Um, so let me just tell you a little bit about my weekend. I had a really, really good time. I've actually been working with a friend of mine. Her name is Felicia East, and she has a nonprofit organization that she's working on. With the holidays coming up, she's got this idea where she wants to go through the city and she wants to look out for the homeless. Of course, we're in a time right now where the homeless it's becoming a growing epidemic and people are actually dying on the streets. So Felicia wanted to do something about this. She's going to go around with a traveling bus, a warming center, to bring people in who are on the streets. And as it gets colder here in Chicago, of course, it's snowing, it's terrible. So it's going to be really good to have something like this going on. So shout out to you, Felicia, and your nonprofit organization. Wait a minute. Now going back to Darren, Darren says he was in love, but she wasn't in love with him. Uh-oh. So you were in love, Darren, but she wasn't in love with you. Oh, wait a minute. So she was there for the attachment. Were you taking care of her? Were you giving her money? Is that what was happening in that relationship? Because sometimes it's easier to be in a relationship with someone because they're doing things for you. So as I told you, have been in both situations. I've been in a relationship where I was actually in love. And then I've been in a relationship where I was doing it because it was more convenient for me to be in that relationship. Okay. It was convenient for money purposes, for a lot of different reasons. I was staying in the relationship, and I actually extended the relationship longer than it should have been because of that reason. I was doing it for the sole purpose of it being more convenient for me to stay. I think that you end up growing resentment for a person like that over time. So I think that you have to be completely honest. If you're not in love, it's going to cause you to go out and cheat. It's not fair to go out and cheat on a person if you know that you're not really in love with them because you're always out looking for that thing that you can't find at your house. So you've got to be honest. I mean, if you're not happy, you're not doing anybody any favors by staying in a situation that you're not happy in. I mean, do you think would you agree with that, Darren? Oh, so Darren says that he was actually taking care of her. So you were a sugar daddy, Darren. That's basically what's going on. Because you know you can if you can afford to take care of me, I am definitely taking applications. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, I do think that if you're taking care of a person, then you will. I think that you will find yourself in a situation where you're more attached in those situations because that person is depending on you. They're depending on you for their very livelihood. And Darren, I do think it's a little controlling as well to go into a situation taking care of them only because then you know that you kind of have the upper hand. Oh, and he says, yeah, you were. So, okay, at least you admitted it. At least you admitted it. So, I mean, I'm just wanting to hear from other people out there. Jeffrey, tell me what you think about this. Were you in a situation before where you were in love, or were you in a situation, your current situation, if you're in a relationship now, were you in that situation because you were really in love, or are you in that situation because of convenience? Now, you may not be able to tell me the truth on that, but tell me, make it about your friend or something. But I just want to actually know, how do you guys feel about the difference in that? Okay. Eva, oh, I know you probably can't talk to me on this one, but I know that you told me before, we've had this conversation about you being in a relationship before for convenience because of the kids, because of different things like that. Oh, wait a minute. Darren actually says that she actually left him because she thought the grass was greener on the other side. So that's what happens when you start taking care of a person, because then you make that your bargaining chip. It's what you actually can bring to the table, is what you can do for that person. So if someone across the street is offering more money or it looks more enticing, then that's what that bargaining chip was. That means that was what that relationship was built on. Right? I mean, it's not really fair. So I think that being in a relationship for convenience and for attachment is probably not going to last as long as someone being in a relationship because they're actually in love. Okay. But I don't know. I mean, it's up to you. I'm just asking what you guys think. Um, if you look at the statistics out there, when it comes to arranged marriages and people actually getting together because they were arranged to be in that marriage, they actually last a little longer. So they may be in it for different reasons, because they're attached because of family reasons or whatever, but they're still in the relationship. Oh, wait a minute. We've got somebody coming in here. L, L, say hello. So listen, how you doing, L? So listen. So right now we're going to take a quick break here, but I was going to have you guys to come back and tell me what you think about that. Are you in love or is it attachment in your situation? I want to know what you guys think about that. Give us a call at 708-223-8953 at Becoming Dateable at intellectualradio.com. Oh, it's not easy being a man, but I believe in you. Just do the best that you can. See, I know it ain't easy being a man. I believe that you will stay the good man you are. Oh, you're a good man. You're a good man, yeah. You're a good man. Honey, you know you are. Baby, yeah. Oh, you're a good man. You're a good man. Oh, yeah. You're a good man. I believe in you to stay the good man you are. There is nothing from you that I can't get. You've been working over 40 years and still haven't retired yet. I know you work hard every day. Even after you work long hours, you still find time to get on your knees and pray. You're a good man. You're a good man. Honey, you know you are. You know you're a good man. Oh, you're a good man. You're a good man. Take good care of your family. You're a good man. Just stay the good man you are. Stay the good man. No. Your understanding is a going and a prayer to hard working, faithful, true. Church going, good listener, a good husband, and a good lover, you're a good man. You're a good man. I just gotta let you know. I know you are. You deserve everything you do. You're a good man. You're a good man. Stay the good man. Stay the good man. Stay the good man. Whatever you want, baby, I'm gonna give it to you. Stay the good man.
This is Becoming Dateable Radio on IntellectualRadio.com, man. This is man L. We got Shayla Mayweather in the building.
Right.
Eva is on the way. That's our host. So we've been talking. Shayla's already been talking about is it love or is it attachment?
Right. And we were talking about the fact that if it's more convenient to be in the relationship, some people will stay in the relationship because of the actual convenience of it, but they're not really in love with the person. And you were saying that.
Right, because you can love somebody and not be in love with them. That's a big thing, right?
Well, why are you staying in the relationship then if you're not in love?
So you know why people stay in a relationship? Like, when you have like you still got mortgages attached to each other. You still got car notes to pay. Kids got to get to school. Your situation is, you really want to break up, and then your kids be like, well, how we gonna do? Like, kids get jammed up when the parents divorce and what have you.
Okay, but you don't think that the kid is just as hurt being in a household where they know there's no love? Like they see that mom and dad are like, separate islands in the house. Dad lives on one side of the house, mom lives on the other side of the house. They're not talking. They're not, you know what I'm saying, interacting with one another.
First of all, most of y'all don't get that many sides of the house to live on, so just
I don't.
So possible.
One side of the room, all right.
We talk about people who ain't got. Listen, it's a 2-bedroom apartment with 5 kids. What you talking about?
No, but seriously though, you were saying that sometimes people can just get tired in a relationship.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're tired in the relationship, you guys have this mortgage to pay, these kids to raise, you're just going to stay there and what?
A lot of people do it for a long, long time. Like eventually, or maybe at some point, somebody says, this is not working. It's over. Like I don't care. Whatever the consequences are, we severing these ties.
Right.
We'll figure it out.
Right.
But you know what type of mental strength that takes to really sever ties with somebody you've been with for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years?
It is. It's really hard. I know, because that's what I'm saying. I was just telling them before you guys got here that I've been in a relationship for convenience and I've been in a relationship for love. And it was actually, I think, harder to break off the relationship that I was in for convenience.
Right.
Because I had gotten attached based on what he was doing for me. And I didn't want that to end. So I was always thinking about leaving him. But at the same time, I was thinking, man, I don't want to have to start paying bills.
Yeah, see, there you go. She said, I don't want to start having to pay bills. Like, that's a real talk right there.
I mean, seriously.
Bills, listen, man, if you're not paying bills by yourself is a monster.
Mm-hmm. It is.
When you're in a relationship, what do you want me to do, Earl? Oh, okay, cool. Because Earl kept doing this. All right, here's where we go. I'm like, what is this? This is some incredible. This is some new stuff right here. All right, we're gonna take us a break, man. We'll play some music and come right back with Eva and Mella. It's going down. You listening to TL Williams? You got it.
You the type that'll change your life, make them look at you in a different light. Still be shining on them 20 years later, just to show a hater that they still a hater. You's a living legend and emancipator. You so live, you create a player. I mean, you the reason that I'm getting paper. You the that should carry some toilet paper just to wipe me down. Do it better, do it right. Do it different, do it nice. You do the impossible, then do it twice. Yeah, everybody wanna know why you killing them so hard, why you taking it so far. Baby girl, you a star. You got it. I want it. Baby, you got it. I love it. You got it. Girl, I love it when you do it to her. Girl, I love it when you do it to her. Girl, I love it when you do it to her. Yeah. You got it. I love it. You got it. Girl, I love it when you do it to me. Girl, I love it when you do it to me. You got it. Driving them insane. So ain't nobody in your lane. I'm the player, you the coach. Won't you put me in the game? I be surfing on your wave. You the baddest all around. They should call you fire marshal. Cause you know you shut it down. You shut it down. Love how you do it better, do it right. Yeah, different, do it nice. You do the impossible, then do it twice. Yeah, everybody wanna know how did you get so fly? They not on your level. Yeah, you can't get up that high. You got it, you got it. Now want it, now want it. You got it, you got it. I love it, I love it. You got it. Girl, I love it when you do it to me. Girl, I love it when you do it to him. Girl, I love it when you do it to him. You got it. Yes, you do. I hope you like it. I love it. You got it. Girl, I love it when you do it to him. Girl, I love it when you do it to him. Girl, I love it when you do it to him. You got it. You're the hottest thing I've ever seen before. And I would never hesitate to let you know. I want 1,000 in the room, and all I see is you. Ain't no need to lie. I won't lie. Baby, you the truth. You got it. I want it. No, I want you got it. No, you got it. I love it. Can you got it? When you do it to them. They ain't got nothing on you. Girl, I love it when you do it to them. You got it. I want it. You got it. I love it. You got it. Girl, I love it when you do it to them.
We are back. That was You Got It by T.L. Williams off that Love in the Third Wave album. Go get that. It's everywhere. Music is being streamed and sold right now. That's my man's 100 grams. This is Becoming Dateable Radio on IntellectualRadio.com. We are back.
We here, baby. Thank you, Earl.
And everybody's here.
Whole squad in the
The
building.
whole gang is here.
Oh my goodness. Ain't that something? Listen,
Gang
he said,
in this-
I
gang
got
in
it.
this-
I made it. Hey, I made it. Oh yeah.
I was telling them, I said, you guys are going to slide in like Eddie Kane on them, like you always do. But guess what? You always bringing the show with you. That's
Come
what
on, come on.
Hey,
talk to him.
I'm running up here like you got to build love. You got to have love. Stand up. If you know if you understand.
Is there a
Feels right. There a heart in the house tonight. Hey.
Hey,
Woo! Hey, come on, take them to church. Come on, church boy. Come on, church boy.
preach. Preach, boy.
My God.
Come on, man.
This man is
Oh,
showing
Lord.
out tonight, y'all.
We gotta take them to church. Listen, we about to give y'all the best 30 minutes of your life, huh?
The best 30 minutes
This is
of
about
your
to be the
life.
best 30.
I've heard that before.
Have you? That's what he said.
She got a good
Some
man.
men
what
are
he
getting
said.
15. You on fire on you.
Oh, no. See, that's the difference between when you're in love and if it's just an attachment, huh?
Come on.
My God.
You don't
My
know.
goodness,
Come on.
listen.
Wait, because you could be attached to the D.
Listen.
It's a lot of women attached to the D.
It's a lot of women that have attachments for them dildos. You hear
Well,
me? For them vibrators.
With the spilled milk in it. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Talk now.
y'all heard about those.
Hey.
Listen, I don't want an attachment, huh?
Huh? You want the real
My
thing?
goodness, I don't want my penis a la carte, huh?
Hey.
Wow.
Oh.
I don't want it that way.
My God.
I don't
know
want
what?
some from over here and some from over there. I want it all
Hey,
together.
I
I
tell you,
want love and D in the same person.
she
Huh?
want love and D in the same.
I want an entree. Huh? My God, today.
No, but you know what? I'm going to testify about somebody a friend of mine, who's dealing with somebody who she does not want to be in a relationship with him because she knows he's no good. She knows that being with him means that she's going to hurt her and everything, but she
But
cannot.
He hitting them with
Stop.
that long.
Boom.
Oh.
She can't stop. She just can't stop praising his name.
See, when you got what you
Jesus.
got, huh? You can go to different sides of the world
Come on now.
and spread your goodness, huh? Come on.
Come
My
on
God.
now.
My
And
God.
they'll still be with you, huh?
They'll be there.
What's going on? What
But
you
though art thou with me, that rod, that staff shall come for me.
That rod and that staff.
The
That
Bible
rod and
says
that
always
staff
comforts me.
It's a comfort.
Now you know what?
It's a comforter.
No, but I'm serious. Though that girl
Come on
cannot
now.
get out of this thing because she feels like I cannot take myself away from screwing this man. He's the best one. He the best person that ever hit me, and I cannot get away from it. But she's attached to him, but she don't want a relationship with him. She's not in love. She feels it's just the sex. So it's an attachment.
See, a lot of
to-
times people are trying to say, sex isn't everything, and technically it ain't, but technically it is.
It is in a lot of ways. In my life, it is, huh? Come on. Huh?
It's a lot of women, in what I call dick comas.
Dick coma.
Dick
Oh my
coma?
God.
Yeah, you wake up 3 years later trying to figure out who these little kids calling you mommy and how did I end up at this Walgreens?
This guy.
You know what? I cannot deal.
This guy ill.
I think that it depends on where you are in your life, people. Okay. So, a lot of times, when you're a child, you do childish things, but when you get older, you're supposed to put away
those
childish things.
Amen.
Huh?
All right,
And,
all
I
right.
know, and I know a lot of men in my life who they started off caring about what the booty was about. They was
Right.
like, yeah, it's all about that thing right there.
It is.
But now they're in their 40s, they're 50, and it's like that's not enough. The other thing is love isn't always enough.
Hey,
I
Love
want
definitely
everything to
isn't
be
enough.
all together. I need love.
Like,
You know what I'm saying? Yes, I want to like you. I need the sex to be amazing. Like I said, I want an entree
uh-huh.
of all the things that I need. I want my nuts on my flesh. Huh?
I want my nuts on the dish as well. I don't want my nuts in the beginning. Don't give me nuts at Texas Roadhouse that I can just throw on the floor. I want my nuts on my man. Huh?
Oh my God.
I want.
I think.
I don't want it in the box.
Oh, wait.
I don't want
Nuts
D in
come
the
with other
box.
things?
I don't want Jack in the box. I want it all together. I want Jack and the beanstalk. I want it all in one person.
Okay.
And that's what you call the perfect world. Okay. And that's what you call that. Okay. But I think that in some cases, we're going to have to make some compromises. For example, he doesn't have the best sex game, but he's paid. Or you know what? This guy.
That sounds like a lot of suffering.
I mean, no,
ladies, stop putting yourself through suffering. Let me tell you something, ladies.
That's just one example.
Find the meat for you.
Okay. What if he's got excellent D, but he doesn't work? He doesn't like to keep a job.
Well, that's why you got to find the right D for you.
You can find that we have people tuning in and they're laughing and putting the hearts out there. There is somebody for you, right? That somebody is different based on who you are and what your needs are. You have to get a person based on what your needs are. There's some women who money is all they need. He can be ugly. He don't have to have good sex, depending on where you are in life. I know a lot of my older women that I know, 45 and up or whatever, they don't care about all the beef stuff. They like, listen, how's your credit? Where you live? Are you financially stable? That's fine if that's where you are. And they're not looking to cheat or anything. They're just like, hey, I'm not interested in all that other stuff. Okay, so
they got enough meat during their 20s and 30s and 40s
to last them a lifetime. Come on,
absolutely.
They definitely was out here.
You have to just get the person that's for you, what you need. Mm-hmm. You know, where I am right now, I don't personally care about how much money somebody has right now. I'm, knocking 40, huh? Come on. I'm peaking. I need you to throw that thing in a circle, huh?
Amen.
Okay, that's what I'm worried about.
Oh, yeah.
I'm worried about what your dick span is, not your lifespan right now.
Hey.
Okay.
It is what I'm talking about.
I'm worried about your circulation.
Wrong.
Huh?
My God.
So let's say you get with this guy. What I say when you get with this guy and he's got an amazing sex. He's gainfully employed. He's everything that you like on that instance. But let's say that he is a mama's boy. Somebody that, what I mean? I'm just saying there's always a compromise. There's always something that, that's why I said that's a perfect world. Like when you say, okay, I want them to be able to have perfection. I want perfection.
I feel like you can get what you want.
I don't think that's perfection. I think that's very attainable. I'm not saying everybody's going to have flaws, but I think you should have somebody who can meet your core needs. Mm-hmm. They might not be able to cook, or they might not be handy around the house.
Right.
But if you can, beat it up real good.
Beat it up.
Take me out. We love you. Yeah. We like hanging out with each other. You can find that. Mm-hmm. I think that's definitely something you have. I mean, I've had that, but I was young. And you know what I mean? It was a lot of other stuff. But I mean, I've had that. But I have to say, can I deal with this person overall?
Right.
So that's where I'm at. But they are out there.
I feel like you can really get what you came for.
You
really can get what you came for in life. I mean, people are so used to settling.
Wow.
And that's why we're talking about the subject we're talking about today. Is it love or is it attachment?
Right.
Because so many people have settled with their attachments. They attach to the D, or they attach to the financial stability, but they not in love with that person. Get what you came for. Get what you want. The life itself is gonna beat you up. Ain't no sense in you coming home to get beat up.
Hello.
You need to come home and have a peace of mind. You need to come home and be happy.
Big fact.
With how your home is set up. Like when you come home, you need to come home and be like, I'm home.
Yes,
you don't need to come home and be like,
sitting in the driveway like,
I'm home.
My God.
I don't even want to go in there.
Man, I've been in that situation before where you just sitting in the driveway like,
I don't even want to go in there.
That's a hot mess.
So blow my brain.
So listen, y'all, we are talking about, is it love or is it an attachment?
Yeah.
So I think that we need to take an assessment of where we are and really just say, how do I really feel about this person I'm with? Do I really love this person? Or I'm just comfortable? Or I'm just tolerating you?
It's a lot of people doing that. Like, listen, you'd be surprised the women I meet that out there, slide me their number and be like, come through. You know what I'm saying? Like, we go get up this, that, and the third. And then like 30, 40 days later, they're like, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm back with my guy or whatever. Like you never left them. Y'all stayed in the crib together.
Petty.
Talk about you back with your guy. Like,
So
you
petty.
ain't back with you just never left them. You know?
Listen, that's what happens when you end up getting into a situation for convenience for something that somebody's doing for you, but they're not fulfilling another part. You know what I mean? Like, you're not happy comprehensively in that relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not getting everything that you want. So you will cheat. You'll deal with this person. I'll stay with this person because of what they're doing for me, but I'm not necessarily happy in the relationship.
Big fact.
And then there are some people that, you know, their cheating may consist of Pornhub. You know, there are some people that are cool with that. I mean, they're just having
At the crib.
mentally cheating.
Michael Jackson, beat it.
I mean,
Oh God, I
Sit in
can't.
the room
Okay, yeah,
all
we're so
night.
silly. But listen, coming up in about 2 minutes, we're gonna have the juice spill with Shayla Mayweather. But I wanted to let you guys know that Becoming Dateable has joined up with Bedroom Candy.
Oh,
Can you
snap.
believe that? So we're trying to help you have a healthy sex life as well. Becoming Dateable, we want you to be a well-rounded person. Whether it's your playtime alone or playtime with somebody
Need to
else.
Get your rocks off.
Hey, we have something for you. You know, there are a lot of, and it's very educational as well. There are a lot of things people do not know when it comes to sex.
Like how to get your rocks off.
You know, so we want to take that away, that whole stigma, that taboo thing about sex, and let's have a conversation about it. You know, like, did you know that the biggest erogenous zone is the skin?
Oh,
Like,
yes.
did you know that?
Touch.
That's how important touch is. Like, you ever been somewhere, your guy, he bump up against you, he just accidentally brush up against you. It's like,
Put that
ooh,
thing
my
on
God,
your
today.
booty.
Oh
My God, your neck. I mean, whatever, holding hands, all that kind of stuff. That's an erogenous zone. So, you know, we have products for that. We have stuff to help you attract someone. We have pheromone lotions and stuff like that. You know,
Rub it on.
Make you moan all night.
We like,
Come on.
I'm not getting no
Pheromone.
action, Eva. I'm not getting no action. I'm not attracting anybody.
'Cause
Well,
you
you need to
stink.
get this pheromone lotion. Oh my
You
God.
don't get no action because you stink.
You can go
You
to
smell like sand and lonely.
Got that.
you can go to bedroomcandy.com.
that's what we were talking about.
You can go to bedroomcandy.com.
That dirty cupcake.
You can go to bedroomcandy.com/9553. That is my website. You can order directly from there. If you'd like to join the business and you want to make some extra money, you can email us at becomingdateable@gmail.com. Join team Becoming Dateable with Bedroom Candy. All right. So guess what time it is?
It's that time of the hour.
For the
It's
juice
time for the juice spill. Get your
Come on,
sauces
Sarah.
ready because your cup is about to be running over, huh? With all this good old gossip and information. Y'all ready?
Hey,
I'm ready.
I'm
Shayla,
ready.
take it away.
Go ahead, Shayla.
You know, I feel like I've been talking since I got here. My God. No, but no, seriously. Welcome to the Juice Spill, ladies and gentlemen. I am so glad you're here to join us. I know everyone is coming down from the elections again. You know, like I said, I'm glad that you guys went out there and voted. So I'm sure that if you guys were listening to the show last week, you heard me talking about 50 Cent, who purchased 200 tickets at Ja Rule's concert in the front row so that his concert could be empty in the front. Anyway, Ja Rule actually did the concert anyway, and he had people sitting up front, you know, to cover those seats, and he made everybody chant F 50 cents. But, you know, so anyway, I just wanted to know that. I wanted you to know that. But on Instagram, he actually, Ja Rule went on and expressed his dislike for 50 Cent, saying, quote, "This will be my last post about 50 Cent. And I want to be serious for a second and say that me and this man went back and forth yesterday like school kids, but not once did I see him ever use his platform of over 20 million followers for anything uplifting. I'm sure he didn't vote. He didn't encourage anyone to vote. He's only got tomfoolery tearing people down on his page, people of color. He's always talking shit, and he's got stank breath. He went all into it. But anyway, he was saying that, you know, we should stop supporting 50 Cent because he doesn't support his people. So I don't know. What do you guys think about that? I do know that 50 is pretty messy, but I don't know. Also,
So many celebrities are opting to have children through a surrogate, also known as an artificial insemination. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, of course, had their youngest child, Chicago, through a surrogate. This past week, Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade joined that group of people, and they recently welcomed a baby girl via surrogate. Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade are new parents of a baby girl. This is Gabrielle's first child, who is 46 years old, and Dwayne Wade is 36, and this is his fifth child because he has 4 children from a previous marriage. So she actually stated, Gabrielle Union stated that she's had about 8 or 9 miscarriages over the last 3 years. Candy Burris has also just recently revealed that she found a surrogate to carry their next child. So I don't know what you guys are thinking. Some people feel that having a child through a surrogate is pretty unnatural and it's disturbing. The fact that, someone else gave birth to the child, but then that mother never has contact with that child again. I don't know what you guys actually think about that, but I was just wanted to know what your thoughts are of this whole surrogacy craze that's going on. Some people feel like it brings up a lot of ethical issues because it's only afforded to people who are really rich and famous. I also wanted to end this segment talking about Tyler Perry, who's decided to kill off Madea. Okay, he says this is going to be his last time doing Madea. There's all kinds of Madea fans right now that are feeling some kind of way about it. Tyler Perry revealed that he's going to kill off the character. He says he's been doing this for 20 years now, and he's just sick of it. So Tyler Perry tells us that he's going to be doing a farewell stage tour, and it's going to be called Tyler Perry's Madea Family Funeral, which is going to hit theaters March 1st of 2019. What do you guys think about Tyler Perry killing himself off?
Jesus Christ.
That's the juice spill. Tell me what you think.
All right.
Come on, Tyler, man. Don't leave us. You gotta remember where you came from, huh? You gotta remember where you started in life.
Started in
You don't think he should kill it?
Hell no.
Listen,
No.
Tyler's tired of doing drag. He's past that. Tyler says I done made me some real money. I am a boy, Damon.
This man got a community.
I'm not Madea no more. I am delivered.
He delivered.
Delivered.
I will
Oh my
love a
God.
women.
I will love a woman.
This
I
guy
cannot.
ill, man.
Wait.
So doesn't Tyler have a child too?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he just got
yeah,
married.
yeah.
I mean, didn't he get married? And
I
he's
don't know
got a
if he
baby.
married her.
A few years old, I think now, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that baby about
Yeah.
3 or 4 now.
I don't know if he
Yeah.
married her, but he's engaged. I know he's been with this woman for a very long time.
Yeah.
African woman, beautiful.
Yes.
It's just tired of doing the character.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot. Where do you find panties that big? You know what I'm saying? Like the man is 6'8". Where do you find stockings that big? It's probably been a long time coming, man. Shout out to Tyler Perry.
So you're happy about this? Okay.
I-
I'm
Yeah.
okay with it.
I'm
okay.
with it.
All right. So
we've
what
had
do
enough Madea.
you think about this whole surrogacy thing? Is that weird to you?
Hey, I feel like this is a Ted shit. Y'all ever seen the movie Ted?
Yeah,
Y'all
Yeah.
ain't seen
with the
Ted?
teddy bear.
With the
Yeah.
teddy bear.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Right.
He wanted to have a baby, but they in the world eyes, huh? He wasn't a human, huh?
Okay.
He was a thing, huh?
He was
And they
a
said a
thing.
thing can't have a baby.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. I'm
So-
leave that alone.
So you think it's weird?
Yeah, I think I really no in a way and yeah in a way. I think it's weird because somebody else is having your child. How do you expect to say like this is really my child? But some people go through things in life and some people can't really have
Children,
a child.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So if that's the case, then yeah. But if you can have kids, baby, let that woo shine on me, baby.
Shine on
What do you
me.
think about it, Elle? Do you think it's weird? What?
So I got a comment. My man Sean Everson says, "Man, that is crazy, and it's Hollywood as hell.
Oh.
God created women to have children."
Okay.
Now, so I'm on one hand, I'm like Mella. Like on one hand, it's like you just got too much money and you just doing stupid stuff. On the other hand, I heard Gabby say, I didn't notice that she had 8 or 9 miscarriages.
Yeah. She's
And you know what? That's I thought they just did it because she didn't want to wreck her Hollywood body.
no.
But when you put it in that perspective, 8 or 9 miscarriages, one miscarriage
over 3 years. Over a total of 3 years.
one
8 or 9.
one miscarriage is devastating.
Right.
And
I mean, if you ever had a friend or if you ever had a miscarriage yourself, it's devastating. As a man, I had a situation. A woman years ago was like,
tell me,
she I didn't even know she was pregnant.
talk about it.
I hadn't seen the woman in years, and we ran into each other one day, and she's like, I had a miscarriage.
Oh.
And I was
Wow.
like, dang, I was like, that's messed up. She was like, it was yours. I was,
Oh, wow.
Like, hey, don't be trying to get no child support, no real.
No.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, it's just like it hit you different.
Right.
It hits you different, you know? And I was like, man, like, what you mean? She like no, it was yours. And I was like, dang, I had no idea. You know, it's a long time ago. But since then I've known other women to have miscarriages, and the one is just devastating. So she had 8 or 9 over 3 years.
Right.
I know her feelings is broken.
Yeah,
Right.
so
So this was a miracle for her.
yeah, for now what wasn't a miracle was her being in the hospital dressed up like she was the one who had the baby.
Yeah, I saw her in the gown. I was like, what is that about? That was weird.
She was
what you
probably
got
in the
going on,
hospital with
baby?
a girl. So you tell me, Eva, what do you think about what do you think about the surrogate thing? I mean, I know you're a mother of children that you've had naturally. Could you carry somebody else's kid for them?
Honestly,
What's that number?
I could. To me, it's like giving somebody a kidney, but I have to love you. I can't just do it for anybody random. I mean, I just couldn't.
Okay.
Like if my sister was having a problem having a baby,
Yeah.
and they wanted to, it was her egg though, not you using my eggs now.
Right.
You're not scrambling mine.
Right.
But if you want to,
Scrapping my
put yours in me, and I can do that for you, I would.
Okay.
But I just can't see myself going around just selling my uterus.
While we talking about it, I know this is off the subject a little bit, but it's still on the subject.
Okay.
I've been approached a few times, like, "Yo, can I have your seed? I would love to have your child." Like, you're a
What
child.
are they lesbians or something?
No,
Oh.
not lesbians. Just women. They feel they clock is ticking, and
Yeah.
the doctors told them like you got a good year and a half, baby, 2 years before you can't have kids.
Okay.
And they like, well, I need to have a baby. Who am I have a baby with? I don't even got a man that I like for real.
Okay, I see.
You know, so my phone rings. It's like, hey, so listen, I'm thinking, what do you think about? And I'm like, I don't even know how to feel about that.
Yeah.
Well, in a lot of those situations where they're doing the surrogate, they can even do things like choose personality traits of the kid. Like it's almost like designer baby.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It's
almost like
it's
Build a
really
Bear.
like designer. Yeah, it's like a build a bear. It's like a designer
Build a baby.
Build a baby.
But I mean, it's
I
a
don't like
miracle
that.
for some people. You know
I
what I
don't-
mean?
I think that it's just going too far. It's about to be like iRobot or something like that. Everything's gonna go down south. It's crazy. I mean, I just feel like you're just gonna be walking around with these soulless children. And
Soulless children.
I'm serious.
Well, I
It's
mean,
like
like the
cloning.
kid-
It's
the
like
kid-
eating all this fake meat and all this kind of stuff you done made in the lab. I mean, I have very mixed feelings about that.
I know.
It's
I
a rough
get
one.
it. I get it that you want to have a child and everything, but I do feel that a lot of these people are just trying not to mess up their bodies at the same time or whatever. I feel like, your body needs to be jacked up just like mine is. Skip you. You know what I'm saying? But that's a badge of honor, huh?
You say you did
I'm just saying.
get your
like,
body jammed up.
Exactly.
Wait.
Like, I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, but let's say that you carried somebody else's kid and then you give the baby to that parent. You give the baby to the intended parents, and then you can't have any contact with that kid anymore. Like, are you going to tell that kid that I'm really your mom?
Well, technically,
Like,
the
technically,
egg.
if it's not my egg, I mean, I'm
You're
just
not
the
the
carrier.
mom. You're just carrier. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the incubator.
Yeah. I mean,
Hey, so hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
I was trying to see how this worked. Like somebody put the egg in how it worked. Like
You know what?
y'all
take-
know I'm a little off a little bit, just a
You
little bit.
take Shayla egg and put it in Eva.
Right.
Eva incubates the baby.
For you and me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where does this egg come from?
From
From
Shayla.
Shayla, they
I'm the
implant it.
egg, and then we get your sperm, and we artificially
Right.
inseminate it. into
Artificially,
Earth.
you're not going to actually inseminate me. You're actually not going
Right.
to insert.
All
Just
right.
imagine a turkey baster or something.
Talk
right?
to me.
So
Okay,
they-
right.
I need to know,
Hey,
baby.
mix it up.
She now carries the kid for us,
Yes.
and then she has the baby. It's our
Right.
kid, but Eva had it.
Yeah.
Eva out here selling eggs. If you need some eggs, buy one.
Buy one, get one free.
It's cheaper by the dozen. So if you want to go ahead and purchase. But I want to say this really quick.
Yeah.
I saw a post, and this is going to be a really quick Messy Monday topic here.
All
I
right.
saw a post, and this just made me think about it. You're in a relationship with a dude. You give him a kidney,
Okay.
and then he break up with you.
Oh, give me run me my kidney.
Because he know how to
Run
love.
me my kidney.
I'm like, bro, you gonna wake up in a bathtub full of ice.
Hey.
I'm taking my kidney back. I'm not playing with you, big fella.
Hey.
That actually happened to somebody.
That's what I heard. No, but you go. Hey, I will pay a human trafficker to snatch her tail up.
Yo.
Hey, give me
You
his
not
kitty
finna
back.
be out.
I think Tracy Morgan's first wife gave his kidney, and he ended up being with somebody else.
Oh man, oh, we gonna be all together. It's Three's Company in this mug. No,
That's dang.
I'm not playing. I'm
Hey.
like, yo, what up? I'm in the bed. No, this is my
Hey,
kidney right here.
listen.
When he about to go take a leak, I'm like, hey, this is my kidney. I'm responsible for all this. You want to go to the shower?
You're not finna be out.
You want to
You're
go
not
to the
finna be out
shower?
here, you know what I'm saying, stroking,
Hey,
riding some other dude with my kidney, baby.
oh no.
Just
Not gonna be riding another dude.
well, nah,
with
it
my
ain't going
kidney.
not with my kidney, baby.
Hey, I'm gonna take that kidney out and replace it with a kidney bean. You think I'm playing? Use that nigga.
Soybean.
Use
Bean.
that big fella.
Say, hey, Mella said a soybean. Yeah, tie this up real quick.
No, I'm not going. Wait, I'm like, you not in love.
Run me my kidney.
Okay, run me my
All right, well,
kidney.
give me that heart then, big fella. That's what
Let
we
me
finna
see
do.
Yeah.
how much
We
love
get you another.
you
We
got.
can get you a heart transplant. You don't love me no more.
Yeah.
Oh my
Not playing.
God. That's
You got to
crazy.
be crazy.
You
Hey,
know
listen,
what? 50. We didn't touch on 50, man.
Yeah,
Oh.
what do you think about him? Like, do you think he's too messy? What?
Oh yes,
50's life is messy.
I just
50
I
has
just feel
fun.
like
Y'all don't understand. He's having fun. That's what entertains 50. You know how some
Yeah.
people have fun playing basketball. Some people have fun like shopping, like it's therapy for them.
Mhm.
50 has he has petty therapy.
Yeah,
Can
but
I-
he publicly has fights with his kid though. Like,
Wow.
What?
Yeah, he been.
there's a kid
yeah.
there's a kid out there that is his child, looks exactly like him, and he argues with him constantly online, telling him how much of a whore his mom is.
Yeah,
Yeah, and like publicly.
Are
like,
you for
all the
real?
time?
Oh, 50
Yeah.
is the GOAT.
he's the goat of petty. I thought Ray J was the petty goat, but 50 is definitely the petty
No.
goat.
Yeah,
So do
I'm
you
not-
think he
I'm not
should be
with that.
using his platform? Do you think that he should be using his platform for more positive things? Like, honestly, do you really feel that way, El? Or do you think this is just 50 and he should just be like that?
Let me just say this: it's his platform. He do what he want with it.
I'm just saying that don't get shot up 9 more times. That's all I'm saying.
If it ain't
You need
happening,
to
if
really
it ain't
cut
happening
that.
by
You
now.
need to cut that out.
It ain't gonna
Cut
happen.
it out.
Yeah, ain't nobody finna do all that with dude. Like, it's way too much. Ja Rule, Ja Rule, he's doing the right thing by saying this is my last post. And hopefully he doesn't respond to 50 no more.
Okay.
Because 50 lives for this. There's no Ja Rule, you can't beat 50 at being petty.
Right.
You can't beat somebody who lives for petty at being petty.
Facts.
You can't do it. I wouldn't even think about getting into it with 50. Like, what for? Like, if 50 jumped on my case, like, I'm finna be like, I'm looking at my fame, I'm looking at my status in life going this way, right?
Mhm.
If 50 Cent came for me, I had to hit the nigga with the okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for real. When we was in high school, we used to play the dozens, right? Or
Yeah.
we'd be roasting
Yeah.
or whatever at the lunchroom table. And there's one cat named Courtney.
Mhm.
You can roast Courtney for a minute straight. Yo, dirty shoes, yo, woo out the bell. Courtney will look at you and he'll go, yo, mama. And that's all Courtney ever said. It got to the point where people stopped messing with Courtney because he would just say, yo, mama. And everybody would fall out laughing because you knew it was coming. And nothing you can say to Courtney, man. He's
Can't
not
touch
going to,
him.
you can't touch him. He's like, I have the Courtney anointing on me. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
I have the Courtney.
Yeah,
and
that's
London.
just like old girl from the radio station trying to go back and forth with Cat Williams. I'm not saying nothing.
man,
I'm just gonna laugh like, all right, Cat.
Right.
That's
You
what's
won
up.
this one,
All right,
Cat.
so you got this. You got this. So anyway, next question.
Next question, fam.
Okay, big fella.
You don't mess with a honey badger that's on drugs. Like you
A
trying
honey
to die.
badger.
Mhm.
Like a Tasmanian devil.
This
And he hyped up off the dope.
Oh Lord.
Let that man be. You know what I'm saying?
50 Cent, just leave him alone, huh?
Let that man be, man. Shout out to Cat Williams, by the way. Cat is definitely one of the greats.
Yeah, he definitely is. I
Yeah.
definitely respect him. He's one of my favorite comedians.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel sad sometimes when I see all the stuff that's going on and stuff like that with the brothers and the sisters and stuff.
Mhm.
I'm just not an advocate of division.
Right.
I mean, I'm just not.
Mhm.
I do feel like we have to grow. We have to be better examples to our children. I just feel like you need to grow up at a certain point, and I do feel like 50 is a little too old to be doing all this foolishness.
He gonna do that to the grave. He
He
that's
can,
not changing.
but he can.
That's
That-
50.
But I mean, it's sad. I'm just gonna say it. It's just sad. I mean, Ja Rule did mention a good point. I mean, I don't really follow 50 or anything like that. I don't know, but I do feel like let's do more good than all this foolishness.
Okay.
Him buying all those tickets or whatever. Hell, he could have just donated that to some better cause. Something like that.
I'm sure he does, but I mean, like them
Mhm.
200 tickets were what, $3,000. So
$3,000.
$3,000, he's spending that on shoes in a week. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one stop in the Gucci store.
Yeah,
You feel me? So I mean,
he could have paid somebody tuition or something. I still
Right.
don't care.
Mhm.
So
Okay. You just saying level up.
yeah,
Like come
I'm
on
just
up
like,
from
yeah,
the
it's
foolishness
time
at this
to let
point.
it go.
Okay.
Yeah. That's just me. But everybody isn't like me. Everybody's they're gonna be who they are, and that's what makes the world what it is.
gives the world its sauce.
Exactly.
You got to have petty with the adult. And then you got to have the gang with the 444.
With the 444.
Sandra, Carla says, yes, Eva, you are correct. Carla, what you mean? Talking about the 50 Cent thing, that he should chill out, or what you saying, girl? You guys feel free to call in 708-223-8953. Call in, weigh in on all this stuff. We're talking about today, is it love or attachment? So Shayla came with the juice spill. We have a lot of foolishness and stuff that's always going on, plenty to talk about.
Big facts.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, always something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm still stuck on this whole baby thing though.
I know. I was thinking about that too. It was still on my mind too.
The
I'm
women, they don't
still-
want to let that surrogate thing go. Like, no, so you need to wreck your body too.
Yeah,
Like the rest of it.
I want you to look like women of Brewster Place. Just like I did. I'm playing around.
No, but seriously though, I mean, I do think it is a little strange. I just think that the gestational mom, which is the mom that actually carried the child,
Oh, that's a big word.
not being able, the
Gestational.
gestational mother,
Mhm.
not being able, because this child lived in that woman
Yeah,
for
that's
9
rough.
months. I mean, they say that is another issue, that some of the moms
Yes.
don't want to give a kid up because that is a part of their
It
right.
is.
If they house that kid is really their property at that point until the child is birthed.
Do you know how much pain a woman goes through to have
Man.
have a baby? The decibel, they were measuring pain in decibels or whatever. They were saying
Mhm.
like dying is like feeling of like 37 decibels of pain, right?
Oh wow.
So they were saying that when a woman is having a baby, she feels 57 decibels of pain. That's
Wow.
like they said
Sounds about
equivalent to 20 bones being crushed at one time.
Mm.
If I'm going through all of that pain, doggone it, I'm gonna be a godmama or something. I'm gonna be able to help pick out outfits. Like what kind of haircut he getting today? I don't want him to have no mohawk. I'm gonna have something to say about that.
Mhm.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
because you're gonna be attached to that kid.
No, you ain't spanking him. You not spanking him. I'm gonna spank him. I mean, I'm just sorry. I'm gonna have a problem with it.
I mean, come on, but it's not
That's
your
rough.
egg. It's not your egg, and it's not your sperm.
You know,
I mean,
I almost
the sperm
died for
didn't
this.
go into you.
I almost
I mean,
died twice. No, I lost
Almost
all
died
this
twice.
blood. The blood still works. I need to get a transfusion. No, what? I had to get stitches. They had to sew my junk up, man.
So
Listen.
this is what I'm saying. This is the ethical issues that people feel are attached to having a
Yes.
surrogate kid, because the mom that had the kid really is the mom. I mean, she became attached to that kid. This kid, she ate whatever this kid wanted.
Which is why, because when like I said, I've been approached about donating my sperm
Mhm.
to a woman, and she's like, so just we'll draw up whatever the paperwork needs to be drawn up, and you don't have to worry about like child support or being in the child's life or none of that. And I'm like, woman, do you know how great I am? All the kids coming up out of me are gonna be amazing. What are
Right,
you
talented and everything.
What are
Like
you talking
what?
about? I don't have to worry about being a dad. Like, well, you crazy. Like, that's just
Yeah, you can't do it.
I can't do it. Like, you got to get like a accountant or somebody. But like, shoot, all the gifts I got him, tell him which
Exactly.
what's
Gonna blow up.
gifts gonna come out these kids, man. I'm gonna have a shorty going to the league, and I'm just gonna pop on one day like, hey, you came out my nuts.
Well, your mama had a separation.
Yeah, your mama told
Adam,
me.
so what?
A
A
separation.
We're
separation.
gonna confuse the heck out of that kid, and then. But I'm saying though that you'd have to probably sign some sort of agreement with the parent that you don't.
Yeah,
you
but
can't
that doesn't mean
disclose it. You can't disclose that.
you can
And-
sign all you want, but that doesn't change how you feel. I mean, Carla says evil women of Brewster Place. Come on, she should get a pass because of medical trauma on repeated behavior to her body of miscarriages is devastating. I'm definitely not being insensitive
That's
to
true.
that fact. I'm just saying people who can and they just won't.
Because,
That's
you know,
what I'm
it's
saying.
Like
but,
Candy, no, Candy's gonna get ready to have her kid because she said she put up a couple of her eggs. Her and Todd put these eggs up, and
Mhm.
he feels that Todd and Candy now feel like, okay, we want to go ahead and cash in, and we found a surrogate who's going to carry this kid for us, so we're going to have a new kid. And I'm sure Candy could have it, but for whatever reason, she's not opting to do it. Kim Kardashian did the same thing. She had somebody carry Chicago because she said that her last pregnancy, the one previously,
rough.
was so rough that she felt like she needed to have someone to carry this kid for him. So there are reasons people do
there are
it.
circumstances that people do it, again, but I do feel like manipulating eye color and all that kind of stuff is just crazy. I mean, I think that's just going too far. They're going to
Yeah.
manipulate something else and that baby going to be like,
With Jurassic
Slow.
Park.
or whatever.
Little slow folks.
Little
Did you say little slow folks?
Yeah, little slow folks. Yeah.
Oh my God, I cannot deal. Oh, so hey guys, check it out. November 30th, I will be doing comedy at the Hot Sauce Comedy event at 6414 South Cottage Grove, November 30th. Show starts at 7:30. You can go to
Y'all be careful
Eventbrite,
over
type in Hot Sauce Comedy. I'll be on the ticket with Stefan, Ronnie George. It's gonna be a good time. I'm the only female on the bill. What?
Go hard.
Oh,
Go crazy.
and it's gonna be a clean show. Okay, so there won't be any profanity and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to seek the Lord about this. And
Figure out how to get
so
this
won't
one
he make
done.
me clean inside?
Oh my
Huh?
God. Created
Hallelujah.
me a clean heart.
Created me a clean mouth, Lord. Huh?
A clean mouth.
Oh my God, today.
A clean mouth.
I need a clean mouth on
That's
this.
what
on
I
this
ask for
here.
every time I get some.
Oh Lord.
Crazy
So
how
anyway,
clean mouth.
Give me a clean. Hey.
Oh God. So yeah, so definitely I want you guys to make sure you're going to Eventbrite, get tickets for that and everything. I appreciate it. She said, why can't you come to Indiana? I can come to Indiana. Y'all have me. Come on. Hey, book
Y'all
me.
won't pay
Book
that
me.
ticket.
Come on now. I'll be there. For sure. So anyway, we have like 2 minutes left. So y'all, what's going on? Let everybody know what you're doing this week or next week, what you have coming up.
Hey, how y'all doing? My name Mella. I'm here on the Intellectual Radio Show with Eva, Shay, you know what I'm saying, Earl. We got Wanda B in the back. You know what I'm saying?
Wanda B.
Eva brung her beautiful daughter here today and this afternoon. But no, for real though, y'all, I just got blessed with a new car. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm back rolling. So if you need a ride, I'll come pick you up if I like you. You know what I'm saying? No, this is really for my people though, if they need a ride.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
I need a ride
Hey,
home.
come on. Here we go. We on our way, baby. I got a few things coming up. I got a Thanksgiving musician shed that I'm hosting. I have a this in December I have something that I'm hosting for Christmas. December my birthday. Of course I got 2 plays going on now.
Yes.
Come on, please.
Where can
Yeah,
they
I'm
log
just
in to follow you so they can get all
Oh,
the
my bad. Right here on Facebook at Prince Mella Store Senior. You can follow me on Instagram, Mella_famous. You can follow me on Christian Mingle at I just want to be saved, but sometimes I gotta be a
Yep.
but God is.
What you got going on, Shayla?
You know what? I shared with the audience a little bit when you guys weren't here. I was explaining that I've got a friend of mine that has a transitional housing program that she does for the homeless, and her name is Felicia East. You guys may know her.
Yes,
Fifi, she's
absolutely.
amazing. And so we've been talking about some plans that we're going to do over the holidays, and I'm just so happy to be involved with that because she's really catering to the homeless community, which is a growing epidemic throughout this city and throughout the world. But actually, you know, we're still in 2018. Homeless people are dying on the streets. They're dying because they're freezing to death out there and everything. So, I mean, she actually has these plans of having these warming centers to go around and really feed these homeless people. So I'm excited about that and just getting involved with that. Other than that, you know, baby, there's been some wonderful things happening. And, you know, a lot of the stuff I can't disclose for different reasons, but hallelujah.
Yes.
He is so good to me. And the
Hallelujah.
blessings just keep coming down when you send the praise up. Hallelujah.
Yes.
All right.
And make sure you follow her on Instagram at the Shayla.
Actually, my name on Instagram is I am Shayla Mayweather.
Okay.
There it is.
All right. Awesome.
Thursday nights, obviously, we are still doing comedy karaoke, Teed Up Thursdays. It's a party.
Yep.
We have us a good time. Come on out to the entrance, 151st and Dixie Highway. Good food, good drinks, good times. You dig what I'm talking about? Good vibes. Then Saturday night, I host the party in the entrance party. Now it's the entrance. It's just we are the entrance.
Yeah.
On Saturday nights. So come through, see me on Saturday nights, turn up, have a good time, drink good, eat good. You already know what it is. We just finished King of the Policy. That was dope. Let me just say this. This last 7, 8, 9, 10 days have been a whirlwind. Shout out to Lana J. We just got off tour with Chief Keef last weekend. So we did a few cities with him, man. Real productive. It was dope. She actually ended up headlining in Richmond, Virginia, because Chief Keef didn't make it in time. So so we the headline.
All right.
And T-Star's new album
bless
out.
me, Lord.
T-Star's new EP, my daughter T-Star, a new EP from this point on is on every music streaming and purchasing platform. Tidal, Apple Music, Amazon, all of that. Go get it right now. It's called T-Star. From this point on, go get the EP. It's out now.
Good.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. See, we are doing great things here at Becoming Dateable. We thank you so much for tuning in to the show today. Make sure you tune in every Monday at 11 a.m. where we're going to bring you the funny. We're going to bring you all the topics that you are afraid to talk about. And, we're willing to talk about it here. Okay. There's no subject off limits right here. And we're going to have the juice spill again every Monday. So listen, no matter where you are in life, listen, never stop becoming a better version of you every day.
Let's go.
Hey. You are listening to Becoming Dateable. I'm Eva Ruway.
It's the youngest one, baby.
It's Shayla Mayweather.
And your man L. Tune in every Monday morning at 11 a.m. for relationship advice,
The juice spill,
and shenanigans.
You're carrying some G14 classified information. And you're carrying some G14 classified information right now.